there. Welcome. This is Angela Wolf, and welcome to our brand new Sewing News show. This is going to be so exciting. I'm going to give you insight into some of the newest products. I am a brand ambassador for Brother, which is sponsoring the show, which is awesome. So I have a very special guest for you today, Cindy Hogan. So pop in, say hi, say where you're from. I would love to know. Many of you follow on my Wednesday behind the scenes show, but this is separate. This is completely about product embroidery, quilting, sewing, you name it, creative heaven, DIY, right? So I couldn't think of launching this show. There's so many people that would be awesome to launch this show with, but my good friend, Cindy Hogan, I call her the software guru. So if you are into embroidery, well, she does everything, but I'll just bring her on, say hi, and let her share. We could do an entire year of shows with her knowledge that she has for us. So I'm very excited about that. I'm also excited to share some of the new, there's a lot of dealer events coming up. I will see some of you in Houston, but we'll get to that at the end. Pop in, I see you all rolling in. Say hi. Don't forget to say where you're from because you never know. Your neighbor might be sewing with you. Yeah. All right, so let's bring in Cindy and see if I got her on here. Here we go. Hey, Cindy, how are you?
Angela, good. How about you?
So everyone say hi to Cindy Hogan. And for those of you that don't know me, I'm Angela Wolf. I love sewing, fashion, fishing, you name it. But today we're all about embroidery. So Cindy, welcome to the new Sewing News show. I'm so excited to have you on.
I'm excited to be here as well.
So just a little insight. Cindy's in transition of moving, and I think you did a great job of showing up here. So everyone, wish her luck if any of you have ever moved. But just on a personal note, we were just giggling about something. For those of you that know me, do you remember last year's adventure of my DIY wallpaper? Yeah, Cindy said that in their house, somebody painted over the wallpaper, and I had to just giggle because after last year's adventure, I will never rip wallpaper again. So that's going to be my house. All right,
Between
Cindy,
that and the contact paper.
Where are you now? What part of the country are you in?
Tennessee, Middle Tennessee, Murfreesboro.
Murfreesboro. So let me just make sure everyone give her the big heart. That means also that I know that you can hear us. That's always my big test at the beginning because you never know. For those of you watching live, we will have a live Q&A at the end, so be sure to leave your comments and questions. And I'm in Michigan. I have to tell you that winter came with a big kick in the tush. The only best part, though, is I get to wear my cute boots now. So I'll start sewing some jackets. All right, Cindy, we've got a lot to talk about today.
Yes, we do.
One thing that I thought we'd start with for embroidery, let's just get right to it. iBroidery.com. I'm going to bring this up on my screen. Let's see, just take this down here. This is something... See if I can figure out where, there we are. Okay, so I'm at iBroidery. For those of you that are total newbies for embroidery, and even those that are experienced, there are things on this website, and this website is all software that you see that we use, like embroidery designs for Brother, but there are some features on this website that I never even knew until I just chatted with Cindy for a little while, and I think you're going to be surprised. So I thought the first thing we would do is start, and this, it does not matter what embroidery machine you have. I don't care if it's a $300 machine or the creme de la creme, the Luminaire, which is behind me, which, by the way, I could almost just carry back and forth from work to the house because there's so many cool things on there. But okay, let's not get sidetracked. iBroidery.com. When I go to this site, I've downloaded quite a few designs just to use for maybe I couldn't find the design on my machine. So Cindy, would you do me a favor and just pretend that I am a complete newbie, which you actually just showed me a couple new things. And for the average person, how do they go to iBroidery.com, and then what would be the first thing? Because there's a lot going on here. How do they not be overwhelmed, and how do they find what they're looking for?
The first thing I would do is scroll down the pictures a little bit. We, in the middle, you see the design categories.
Okay.
Up just a little bit.
There we go. Okay, they're kind of, oh yeah, you kind of just.
You can press the View All button.
Okay, I'm going to bring this
right above the owl.
The View All, which is right here. Okay.
And that'll show you all of our design categories. Now, the cool thing is, let's say you want to narrow it down to Disney designs. So scroll back up to Frozen there. And do you see
Okay.
where it says, I can't tell how many numbers it says, but do you see that number underneath Disney?
1292.
That's how many Disney designs are in the iBroidery library. So if you click on her, it will actually bring up all of those designs.
So that's not an embroidery design number. That's how many designs are in there. Holy cow.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then, so you see Alice in Wonderland there? How many does it say next to her?
7.
Okay, so when you click on her, that means there's 7 more underneath there. 7
Okay,
Alices.
that is so cool. And I have to say that this I know you all will laugh at me because I'm a computer geek somewhat, but there's some things that are so simple that I completely miss that. I always thought that those were how like the number of the design. And until I thought, gosh, there aren't many designs on here. And then when I figured that out, there are thousands and thousands of these on here. Okay, so here's some designs. This is cool. I love
When
this.
you hover over one, it'll show you a bigger picture.
Oh,
And
yeah,
when
okay.
you click on it, it'll actually show you a bigger picture with the colors that are in it.
Okay, so these are all the colors. Well, that's pretty cool. Oh, wait, does this also tell you what machine you could use it on?
Yes. It gives you a
Okay.
list of the compatible machines for it.
That's really cool. Hey, Mom, if you're watching this, they have the PE 700, which she has. I bought her one for Christmas a couple years ago. So this would be perfect on there. So it tells you the colors. This is a big one, the width and the height. This is, for me, very helpful because you can look at this design and think, oh my gosh, this is going to take a huge hoop. And it's really not.
It also tells you how many stitches are in that design underneath there. So you'll know approximately how long it's going to take you to sew it.
So we've got stitches, color count. Okay, so these colors, is this the order that they go in, or is this just telling you what colors that they are?
It's just telling you the colors that are there. The colors that they go in, you'll have to just follow the machine. It will always tell you what color is in there.
Okay. What else do we have on here?
All right, so back up. So there's another way that you can search for design. So with you've decided you wanted Disney, back all the way up to the beginning of the Disney categories.
I'm just going to bring this up on the screen real quick. For those of you wondering, this is iBroidery.com, okay? I'll leave that up on the screen for a second for those of you that can't see. Okay, where do you want me to go, Cindy? Hit home?
Yep. And then let's go back to the Disney categories.
Okay, that is such a cute picture. Oh my gosh, there's Miss Piggy on there now?
Yes.
Oh, I did not know that. Oh, I love Miss Piggy.
So press that view all button again.
Okay, which for all of you, as you can see my mouse scrolling, I'll do it slowly. The view all is right up here. Okay.
All right, let's see here. Let's do new designs because we've got some really special new designs in here. If you look on the left side, do you see where it says filter designs?
Okay, right here. There's the big filter designs. Okay.
All right. So if you look underneath that, there you can filter it by category of designs. One of our new categories that we'll have until next year. So these are the Mickey 90th birthday designs.
Okay. Oh, 90th birthday. All right.
Evidently, November 18th is Mickey's 90th birthday.
Oh, it should have been the 29th. We could share.
So if you look, you'll see new. I can't actually see that.
Oh, here. I'll bring you up here. Come on back. Hi. Okay. Let's see. If I go down to the bottom, I see the True Original New Marvel designs, which, by the way, my nephews are going to be so excited. I better get my Christmas list going.
It's the limited edition.
The limited edition Mickey?
Yes.
I see that. Okay, I clicked on that.
And then press filter. Filter.
Okay, up here, filter.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
and that'll bring up the limited design.
Cute.
So
these are really cute. There's black and white ones. There's color. Oh, that's going to be a good one for Christmas. Mickey, the True Original. So when I click on this, by the way, it does make it larger. View larger image. Oh, I see. It's downloading. Can't you? You can save this to Pinterest too?
Yes.
Wow, that's cool. Oh, I better not. I'm not signed in. Okay, never mind. Everybody doesn't need to see my password for Pinterest, right?
That's correct.
They're really cute. Now, how do you know?
Those are only available till next year.
Okay, so if you guys want these, go get them now. Now, if you buy these embroidery designs, you can use it forever. It's just that they're only going to be available for 1 year to purchase.
Yes, you can use them forever. They are licensed to your specific machine. So when you create an account, you'll tell it what machine you're going to go, that you're going to put it to. The Disney designs have to go on a Brother machine because they are encrypted. The
Okay,
marble
so
designs.
for those of you on here watching I'm not signed in right now purposely so you can see what this looks like from your end. But when you do sign in, because I used to always put everything on my Dream Machine, now I'll add the Luminaire and it will tell me what what works and what won't. I think pretty much everything will work with the Luminaire. But Cindy, show me that one place that you showed me earlier that for somebody who's just scanning designs or they want to search by their machine or by their hoop size. Is that this right down here?
Take Mickey's check mark off.
Okay.
All right, scroll down.
I'm just going to go back to the home screen.
Yeah, go back to the home screen.
So everybody can follow. All right, if you go back to the home screen, and by the way, you guys can save this video. If you want to watch this later, just share it to your page. And this will also be available on Facebook here, Brother Facebook, my website. It's all over, so you won't miss it. But if you want to save this and come back to this for the tutorial later that you can fast forward through, then just share it to your page. Okay, so I'm on View All.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so let's go back into New again. New designs there. We're going to filter it down that far. Now scroll down to the bottom.
Okay.
All right, these are on the left-hand side.
By the way, I have to interrupt you for a second.
Okay.
Did you happen to see, hold on one second. Bring this up here bigger.
I'm going to make
I'll figure out how to do that. Hold on one sec. Okay, here we go. On here, there's new border sets. Did you see that? The new border sets? Okay, I just have to click on these. This is such a squirrel moment, but this is, okay, that is gorgeous. I can totally see that. I know most people think like table accessories, but that on a blouse or the edge of a blouse.
The cuff, the first one on a cuff.
Oh my gosh.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Gorgeous. They're only $5. Okay,
on the sleeve, yeah.
I'll quit squirreling and take you back up here. All right,
so scroll down on the left-hand side.
All right, I'm scrolling to the left-hand side.
All right, do you see where it says machine?
Yep.
All right, let's click that arrow next to.
Okay, so here's the machine, guys. If you can't see my mouse, I wish my mouse could be like a bright red or something. All right, so I clicked on machine. Oh, and this is where it gives you every single Brother machine, embroidery machine.
Mm-hmm.
All the way down. Well, there's a lot of machines on here. You might recognize some of these are even machines. Someone asked me, so is this only going to be for machines, that are a little higher end? No. These are for machines that you buy from a dealer. Also, there's mass machines on here, which you maybe buy off of Costco or Amazon, some fun places like that, which actually I saw a bunch of friends just order some. Costco had a sale. Okay, so you can pick any.
425, the SE 425.
Okay, SE 425.
And then press filter designs. So it's going to show you which of the new designs will fit in the SE 425.
Which is a lot of these. And so these are just the new designs. So
if you click on New Disney Mickey Roadsters, it shows you that there's 3 designs there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. These are so cute.
Those are the ones that will fit on that machine.
That's great. Okay, so we have the new Disney Mickey Roadsters clicked. We have the machine clicked. What about, I want to just go and show this feature too.
Take the machine off.
Okay, I think I have it off.
Okay, take design category off there.
Okay.
And then go down to hoop size. So let's say
this is the section where it says hoop size, and you can see any size hoop that you want. So you just pick a hoop. What hoop do you want, Cindy?
Oh, let's go with the 8x8.
8x8. Okay.
And if you filter.
Assuming I took everything else off the way I was supposed to, like you told me to.
I don't think we got them all off. Oh, marbles there. There's 175 marbles that are going to fit in it.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Don't show Colin and Cody these. I'm going to be embroidering. Jake, all 3 of those boys, I'm going to be embroidering from now till Christmas all over their hoodies. These are so cool. And all of these will fit into that.
Yes.
And the number
They're
below.
going to be that size or smaller. So anything that will fit on that hook.
And then you can just scroll through. Okay, that's very cool. All right, Cindy, I'm going to bring you back up here. What else?
Go to the home page.
The home
One
page?
last thing.
Okay.
And scroll down to the bottom. Every month, there is a free design set. Or, excuse me, free design.
Oh, is this free design of the month? You know, I saw recent. Isn't Joanne Banco doing blogs with this?
And you'll see that's the project of the month that she did with it. The project of the month is the project that she did with it.
I'm not trying to make myself bigger. I'm trying to make the screen bigger, but oh well, we're just all going to be, I'm just going to keep moving us around until we're dizzy. All right. Okay. So this is the free design of the month. 3 sunflower swag. That's really cool. So all of you that are on here, this will only work on a Brother machine. But if you click on details, free design of the month, it will tell you these are the machines that it will work on. This is the size. It looks like about 3 inches by 7. I'm generalizing that. Stitch count 24,971 with 8 different colors. And you just click download. Now I'm not signed in, so it would, it actually, I didn't even have to sign in for that. It downloaded right to my computer. That's awesome. Yeah. That's very cute. And then here's the click view larger image. There we go. This is what I was looking for. When you click larger image, you have this, which you can make it bigger or smaller, which is super cute, and you can save it to Pinterest. So I don't know about you, but I end up saving so many things on there for inspiration. I have like 5 locked private Pinterest boards that I just scroll through when I'm trying to come up with inspiration. Some days we just have those, right?
Yep.
All right, well that's, I'm gonna just like scan real quick. I think, let me bring you back here. Okay, iBroidery. So that is iBroidery.com. For those of you that have questions on that, feel free to leave a question through here. There's some videos on here. I just think once you get the hang of where the designs are on there, and for me, that was a big thing because it took me a little bit, you know, to get situated, but what you just showed was perfect. So anytime you go on here, that's where you can find the newest designs, cute projects, things like that. So do any of you have questions on this iBroidery? I'll just scan it real quick while we're talking about this. There's a few people asking that they have an older model of the Brother embroidery machine.
If it accepts a USB, so if it can do, let me see if I can say this. If it can connect via a cable or a USB stick, then yes.
Okay, PJ, that's it. So, and a lot of those have those, they almost look like a printer cord. Isn't that,
yes.
I mean, I'm thinking like old school here, but those are still, they're there.
Yeah.
And they still work. You just have to hook it to your computer. So that was a great question. A lot of people, we'll just take a quick second. Mary Helen says hi to everyone. You guys are so much fun. So I can see a ton of people in here from our usual Wednesday group, Cindy, and many of them know you and they're saying hi, and they're so glad that you're on here. Okay, let's see. Kathy, people are asking, are they PES designs?
Depends on the design. Most of them, if they're not licensed, are PES designs. If they are licensed designs like Marvel or Disney, they will be encrypted for the Brother machines. So they will be PEN files. Okay,
that answers that. And Darlene wants to ask a couple questions about the Brother machines. You know what? We could, if you scan that, you can just see what machines are on there. And someone asked, you know, do you only have to have the higher end machines for these? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So just as long as your machine's on there, you can use it. And some of those are older. I recognize the names of them. I've been playing on those machines. And I bought a couple for my mom and my sisters. Okay, there's a few other, let's see. Arnell says, love your designs. All right, so I'm going to just scroll up here. If you have questions on the iBroidery, I'll go back and check those later. And again, Kathy asked what formats are offered. Cindy just asked that. Okay, so Cindy,
yes.
I've got a couple things up here that I wanted to ask you about. First of all, can we go to Stitching Social?
Yes.
I'm going to bring this up here. For those of you that look for some great projects and are looking for things that are easy, well, the tutorials on here are always easy, even if they look complex. So Cindy does a lot of blogging on Stitching Social, which is the website for this is blog.brothersews.com. See if I have it on here. I don't, but oh, hey, Joanne's on here, by the way.
Hey, Joanne.
Hey, Joanne, we just showed your free design of the month. Thanks for doing that. Okay, so on here, I looked up all of your projects, and every single one of them I would absolutely make. So I'm going to bring this. You've got this personalized key fob. Now, I want to focus on one of these things, but for those of you looking for fun projects, personalized key fobs, that is like just so cool. I think Janet Payne's on here. She made me a couple of these. So could you just give us a quick rundown, because I'm going to take you to different places. But for those of you that want to go to this blog, you can get this for free. What did you use? What fabric is that?
I used cork fabric on the top one and marine vinyl on the bottom one.
Okay, that's awesome.
They both embroider beautifully.
See if I have this saved on here. I tried to, there we go. Personalized key fobs. Okay, those are adorable. See if I could bring this larger. So this is on the blog. You can do this totally for free. She walks you through the whole tutorial. So use BES4 with the Power Pack 1 add-on.
Yes. You could do it without the Power Pack 1. It's easier with Power Pack 1. You could draw around your letters yourself, but it's easier with Power Pack 1.
Okay, so that's where I wanted to go with this. Let's talk about the BES, because a lot of people, okay, we went to the iBroidery, those are designs. You also have built-in designs in your machine. But what if you want to do a little bit more? And I get a lot of questions. What would be better? Should I start with BES? Should I go to PE design? I mean, there's so many, those are the two options, basically. But so could you just give, in layman's terms, pretend that I know nothing about embroidery except for my minimal amount that I do on my machine. Tell me about BES.
All right, BES is a lettering program. It lets you customize what you already have. It has tons of built-in designs in it. So if you want to customize that, add text to it, you can do circle text. You can do path text, which follows a path as it suggests. You can do straight text. You can do text that goes in a diagonal. It just lets you do stuff on a bigger screen. Plus, there's about 200 fonts in that one. So you have a plethora of fonts to choose from. There's some small ones that are dedicated for things like labels, cuffs, you know, small little type things. There are applique fonts. There's just a ton of fonts in it.
Okay.
Plus, you can use your true types. But it's not meant to be something that you create your own from scratch. Like you have a drawing and you draw around it and you what they call digitize.
Okay.
So it's a friendly program, I would say, that's more for using what you have and adding to it. So I can bring in my own designs and I can make them together, arrange them on a bigger screen than what we have on our machines. Okay,
so I think I have, I'm going to bring this up. I think I saved some of your designs on here, and I'm going to bring these up on the screen, but I don't know if you can see them or not. Can you see these?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so that was done with our Power Pack 2.
Okay.
Which we just released. It's for cutting tools, but what I like about it is that I can use that same artwork because cutting is artwork. I can use that same artwork in the BES software with my Power Pack 1 and turn it into decorative fills. So if you can zoom in on that, they can see that that sewing machine is, oops.
Let's see, let me find my zoom here. How about that? Whoa. Oh, wait a minute. Now, okay, let me just bring this up solo, guys, so you can see this. That is cool.
There's a sewing machine knocked into that.
Oh my gosh. Okay, you sent this over and I was like, yeah, that's cute. Not that I didn't think your project was cute, Cindy. That is really cute. Okay, there's a sewing machine. Okay, that's crazy. So can you guys see that? You got it. First off, I'd like to see your little heart emojis on that one. That is crazy cool. So tell us how you did this.
Okay, so it has a matching bag in there somewhere, I think, or there's something else that matches it in those pictures.
Okay.
It's called a knockout. In the BES Power Pack 2, there's this, you take your artwork. So I basically typed in a true type font, said Brother Sewing.
Okay.
I brought in an FCM file, which is a fabric cutting machine file, and laid that on top of those on the top of that text. And then I did what they selected them all and did what they call a knockout. So that knocks that picture into that text, which is really cool. Then I took that in and used Power Pack 1 and converted it to a decorative fill and just played around with it.
Oh my gosh, that is really cute. That is really cool. So I'll go through some of your other photos then too, just so, let's see. I think I have to bring this back to size. There we go. Okay, what's this one?
That one's P Design.
Okay, we'll skip that for now. We'll come back.
P Design. You've got the P Design ones.
Oh, I got them all. Okay. Well, let's just go to PE Design because we're going to talk about that here in a minute. So this right here, I'm going to make this bigger, is, okay, are those angels in there?
Some people see angels. I see Santa's faces.
Oh,
some people see seashells.
This is one of those. All right, guys, in the description, I want you to say, I don't mean to be giggling, but this is like one of those things that you stare at and you're like, is it blue or is it green? Okay, in the description, what do you see? Angels or a Santa's face? I can see both now.
Seashells. Some people see seashells.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Seashells, Santa, or angels? Write it in the description. I'm so curious about this because it can't just be me. Okay, tell us how you did this while they're all sharing what they think of it.
Okay, so that one's done in P Design 11, the newest version that we have. And that is a convert fill to a spiral. Or excuse me, that's a flexible spiral. And so what I did was I drew a circle. That tree is a circle. And I put a flexible spiral fill on it and just stretched its center point up to make a tree.
Oh my gosh. And you did all that in PE Design, right?
P Design, yes. And then those decorative fills, there is a magic button now that just allows you to put a decorative fill in it. In the Luminaire, there's what, 30 decorative fills?
There's a lot.
In the Dream, I think there's 15. I may be wrong on the numbers. But in the software, there's 54. Plus, I can create my own.
Oh my gosh. This is so cool. I love that. What did you use this for? A project, or do you have it like at in your boxes of decorations to come out?
It was I took it for B2B just to show them what you could do with the flexible spiral fill. It's just my sample for showing them what it was and what the decorative backgrounds look like.
Okay, so Sally says, I see ruffled dresses on a hanger. I love that. That's a new one.
Yeah, I see that too.
Diane says she sees angels. Darlene says she saw angels first, but now she sees Santa too. I see the Santa too now too. And now I see, oh my gosh, you stare at that thing long enough.
It's amazing.
She sees dresses. Oh, that's hilarious. Carmen says she's just loving this. I am too. Cindy has so many fun things, but I didn't know it was that fun. All right, so let's go on to your next picture. What else do we got on here? This is like a fun game.
Okay, right, so that one's a flexible spiral too.
Okay, so let me bring this larger so everybody can see it. I'm going to just bring this up by itself here for a minute so you guys can see really well. Okay, that is cool. You made the butterfly with that spiral that you're talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So what I did was I drew, actually, I think I took a teardrop shape and just made it into angel wings.
Wow.
And then I changed it into a flexible spiral on both sides.
Okay, so I can already see when you come back in November. By the way, Cindy's coming back. I'd have her back every week, but we have to share, right?
Yes.
Cindy should just have her own show. I want to watch this from beginning to end. This is so cool. I'm watching people say, Carmen says, wow. Everybody, oh, Sharon says she saw angels first and now she sees Santa. Amy says, great job. I mean, this is like one of the coolest things I've ever seen. So that, and how long did it take you about after you designed it? So like for embroidery, if you wanted to do a quilt with all of this.
That didn't take long at all because it's not stitch intensive.
Wow, that's really cool. Okay, let's go to the next design. What else do we have on here?
You should have a basket somewhere.
There we go.
There you go.
Oh, this is cool. Oh wait, before we go there, back, Liz wants to know, do you add shading to that last one?
No, that's what the flexible spiral did to it.
So that was, I don't know why, there we go.
There.
Oh, really? So you
Yeah.
didn't add shading to that. That actually.
That's the way the flexible spiral did when I moved the center point to near the body.
Okay, let me make this big again so you guys can see this. That, it does look like you added shading. It totally does. I'm trying to move this around so you guys can see a little bit better. I'll get the hang of this, right? All right, there we go. That does look like shading though. Okay.
That's one of the cool things about it is it makes it have texture, makes it 3D.
Joanne says, Cindy's samples are not only beautiful, but very educational. I agree, Joanne. These are so cool. Okay, let's see. Okay, here we go. This is, for you guys, a little more inspiration. I need about 20 of these around my new office right now because they're cute and they can hold all of my unfinished projects, which has become a lot. Should we just
And
go
I
with
will
that?
probably never make another one.
Ever? Cindy, I want a dozen of these for my Christmas gift.
I would love to put them in my new office as well, but I don't think I'll ever make another one. It took me about 18 hours.
18 hours. Okay, walk us through this.
Okay, so that is a design that's built into the side piece is a design that's built into the luminaire. All right, so, and the end, I took that through P Design and took, as you can see, if you look at the big piece, I just snipped off part of it. I snipped off the big flower and the flower next to it. And so yeah. I'm only using part of that design.
Okay, so I'm going to bring the design up there by itself just to show a biggie of this. So I see the big designs on the left, on the side, and then you took part of that off for the right side. Okay. Did you?
All right. And then I used the magic button in P Design that puts a background fill on it. So you can choose what kind of background fill that you want. The waves on the end are a built-in. That's one of the 54 decorative fills. And I think that one's available on the luminaire as well. On the left-hand side, I got to choose if I wanted to do crosshatch, a single crosshatch, or stripes. So you could have it, the stripes go in one direction, or you can have them crisscrossing. Then if you, there's another side, I'm sure there's 4 sides and they're all 4 different with the same design. So if you flip to the next slide, I think. There, oh, there you go.
Okay.
No, back up one.
My mouse is too fast.
There,
this one?
There you go. So on the end there, that one's the Echo Quilting, which you now can do on the luminaire as well.
Oh yeah, if you guys haven't seen that, that is so cool.
And then the other side is a decorative fill that I created. So you not only do you have built-in decorative fills in P Design 11, you can make your own. So that was just drawing lines and changing the angle, rotating the shape, basically.
And that's what's on the left side over here. That's,
yep.
You just drew those lines?
Yep.
And you did that all in the software?
Yep.
Oh, that's cool. That Echo,
yes,
what do they call it again? Echo what?
That one on the end is Echo Quilting.
Okay, I'm just putting this up on the
Or echo shape.
if they can't hear us. Okay, echo quilting. Okay, when I saw this on the new Luminaire, I was like, oh my gosh. In fact, Reen from Embroidery Garden did this with the Minnie and the Mickey. Oh, so cute. I just love that. All right, so let's see what else there was one more photo of this, I think. She had 3. There's one side, there's the other. There's the echo quilting, and there's, wow, that's gorgeous. Oh, there's the side. This is what I was looking for. Okay, see if I can make this bigger. Now, if you guys are watching this on your telephone, you are definitely going to want to share this and watch it on your computer screen later or on TV or watch TV or whatever, because this is so cool. I'm just going to bring this up by itself just to show how, I mean, that is gorgeous. How many hours again? Everybody's asking.
That one was about 18 hours.
18 hours.
The embroidery took so long. So, I mean, it's basically my 2-day project.
Cindy, another Cindy says, beautiful. And
thank you.
Let's see. Cindy, another Cindy. There's a lot of Cindy's on here today. Even though I don't have a brother machine, I'm loving this. Well, good, Cindy. Well, this is like so inspirational. I love seeing creativity. Okay, I'm going to bring you back up here because you have a few questions here.
And you don't have to have a brother machine to use the brother software.
You don't have to have a brother machine to use what?
The brother software.
You don't?
No. You can export the design in your own format.
There you go, guys. So all of you that were saying, oh, no, this isn't going to work for me. Yes, it will. Okay, I'm going to bring this. There, you had a couple more questions on here. Oh, Kathy wants to know, will Cindy be doing tutorials on PE Design 11? Oh, by the way, Cindy, before you answer that, I'm just going to bring this up here. I went back home today before the show. My logo keeps landing on my head. Just to get this book. Okay. For those of you that don't know, Cindy writes books. How many books have you written? A lot. So about a year, was this 2 years ago or a year ago? She's telling me, I told her I wanted to learn how to use PE Design. I have a very old version, but I wanted to learn how to use it. And she said, I have a book. And I said, okay, great. Would you send me the book? No biggie. And she's like, sure. So she sends me the book. And this is how thick the book is, if you cannot see that. Not only is it that thick, it has a ton of pictures, which I don't know if I'll post photos of this later, and a CD with it. I mean, this thing was like the digitizing So Easy Next Bible. I go to that for everything. And I don't even use PE Design very much. I just want to come to your house and play because it's easier to watch you do it.
Oh, that's the way it is with everybody. I think I'd rather come watch you do my clothing as well.
Okay, that could be a fun day. I have the basement ready for you, Cindy.
Okay.
All right, so Kathy, she wants to know if you're going to be doing tutorials or are you teaching anywhere on the PE Design 11?
Yes, I will be doing tutorials. I just booked something for next spring in North Carolina. I've got to think of the date.
Okay.
North Carolina and Warrenton, North Carolina at Quilt Lizzie. I know it's in March sometime. I will be at Quilt Fest with Angela. I will be in
fun.
Novi in the week after Houston.
So that's 2 places that you can see both of us. Houston Quilt Fest, which is, I actually wrote the dates down because there were a ton of events popping up. This was one of them. Oh my gosh, I didn't even write the date down.
I think it's the 8th
through
the 12th or something like
8th
that.
through the 12th. At the All Brands booth, they have 3 huge booths. You're there showing the ScanNcut, which is amazing. That's very fun. We're on stage doing a lot of fun stuff. You can stop by and say hi to us, and then we'll both be in Novi, which is the week after, which is going to be a lot of fun. So that's where you can find us. But Cindy, I'll make sure I put your website up here, and I will be leaving notes to this blog. So if you need links to different things, I will be posting that on my blog. And Cindy, I'll post links to Cindy so you can find her. So that way you'll hear about these events. So
now, I will say that my store portion of it is closed right now until we get through this move.
I saw that.
So you couldn't check out if you wanted to, but I have plenty of dealers out there that carry the books.
Wonderful. Phyllis says, love it. Angie says, beautiful. Great name, by the way. Love the background for quilting, Jill says. Everybody's saying awesome, amazing. So loving this. Makes you want a brother. Jane, that's so cute. I wish you would consider giving online classes. Hey, Gwendy, she does have an online class, and I'll leave links to that. Your online class is on Craftsy, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes. So there's a lot more to learn here, but all right, let's keep rolling. Oh, here's you might know this, Cindy, because you have a Mac. Jenny wants to know, does PE design work on Macs?
You have to have a Windows operating system on the Mac. I do run it on a Mac. It's not my preferred method because I have to use different keys, but you have to have the Windows operating system. So I run it with Parallels.
Okay, Jenny, I hope that helps. Let's see. Sandy says, holy cow. Okay, Amy says she has next as well. So I'll tell you what, guys, as soon as Cindy gets moved, I'll have her on my Wednesday show, because this new sewing news show that's sponsored by Brother is going to be bi-monthly, 2 days a month. So if a month has 5 weeks, I'll just have to give you the dates. They will be on Tuesdays at noon, as long as the other guest is okay with that. But I will have Cindy pop on to the behind scenes show on Wednesday to tell you about this. So Cindy, also, is this book available? Yes, it is. And dealers, she said there are dealers that have this book. So if you have a hard time, you could message me, you could message Cindy. But okay, one more quick question and then we're moving on to the next stuff. Okay. Wendy wants to know, will you be in Alabama at all? I love Alabama.
I don't have Alabama on my schedule right now.
Okay, so if you wander in Alabama, go to the dealer and ask them to call Cindy.
There you
right?
go. That is correct.
Okay, is she Cindy or Kathy? Mary, she's Cindy. Hopefully I put her right name up there. This is Cindy Hogan. Yeah, I got you right. You never know. It wasn't one of those days today, wasn't it? With the computer. All right, let's bring your more of your little projects up here. Let's see.
What else do we have? I think that's about.
There we go. What'd you say?
Oh, there we go. Back up to Hello Handsome. There you go.
Okay, that thing is so cute. What is this? Is it like a toaster cover?
And it's a little travel accessory thing. So like you could put your sewing accessories in it, but it was a toiletry kit for a man.
I honestly, can you tell I'm hungry? I kind of miss breakfast. And by the way, why would you have Hello Handsome over here, over your toaster? Anyways, we won't go there, right? But that is so cute. Okay, what emoji is that?
That is not an emoji. It's one of the designs in in Power Pack 2. It's an artwork design. So we have some new categories in BES 4 that are artwork. So that's an artwork design. The bottom, the handsome, is an artwork logo. The hello is just true type fonts.
Those are really cool. Did you do those on the ScanNcut?
Yes, that's all done with a ScanNcut and heat transfer vinyl.
Oh my gosh. Do you have one of those for heat transfer? One of those big, the really good ones, or do you just use an iron?
Well, I have a press. I do have a press, but you could use an iron. Depends on if you're going to use an iron, you need a really stable, hard surface underneath it so that it will hold. It's just not going to wash as long.
One of those presses are next on my list for my studio. I have a list of like what I need here in the new space. That's like down here as necessity, but it's up here for want. So anybody that wants to think of a Christmas gift, I'm just teasing, but those are very cool. Okay, so by the way, is that where do you have this project anywhere, or you just did that?
That's just what you've got on your screen today. Those are the new things from Back to Business. I haven't had a chance since Back to Business to do any kind of tutorials.
Well, these are very cool, but this is inspiring. I mean, like you could just get a basic bag, pattern and do this. That's very, very cute. I love the zipper on there. Okay, so let's see this. Now there's a question here. I'm just going to bring this up because this is kind of what we're talking about right now. Okay. So just bring this down here for a second. Right. Sorry, bring that away from here. Betty has a question for you, and she wants to know, what are the power packs? She does have BES 4, and we were discussing this earlier before we went live on the show. Okay, there are, oh, I'm not even going to try to, you just go ahead.
Okay. You've got your BES4, and that is the base program. You have to have that in order to add anything to it. Power Pack 1 was our first upgrade. We released that last year. It adds jumbo hoop split for the multi-needle machine. It added nap control, which is awesome. It added decorative fills, which is what I did with the Brother Sewing. It added SVG import. So that's a scalable vector file, which you can find all over the place.
How do you even remember all of this? My gosh, you're like a walking encyclopedia. You're awesome, Cindy.
I just have to sit there. I'm sitting there thinking, what all came in Power Pack 1? Oh, talking to my machine. I can send to the machine, but it can bring it back to me as well. So if there's something on my machine that I want to retrieve, I can pull it out of the B pocket, out of its off the SD card. It also sent wirelessly to my ScanNcut if I had a wireless ScanNcut, which I did.
That's
So
cool.
those are the things that Power Pack did. Those are the biggies. There's probably some small ones that I'm forgetting, but it added a couple of drawing tools. Power Pack 2 is directed towards our ScanNcut machine. So it is really a super duper artwork program. But one of the cool things is that it has an auto image tracer in it. So with that, if I have a JPEG, I can trace that image, and then I can use anything that's in the BES that I want to. So if I had Power Pack 1, I can convert it to a decorative fill, which is what I did with that Brother Sewing. I converted that to a decorative fill. But it is really all about artwork and manipulating artwork. It has an auto image tracer. It gave me a freehand drawing tool. Oh, I forgot convert to runs on the Power Pack 1. Gave me.
So I'm going to bring up the Brother's screen here. This is just brothersews.com. Oh, have to brag a little bit. Recognize that dress for the ladies.
Beautiful dress.
That dress was, oh my gosh. So for those of you who don't know, I designed that dress, and that's all embroidery on tulle. Someday there will be a tutorial on that in my next life. No, I'm just teasing. I'm working on a good blog post for that, but I teach that at a lot of expos, how to embroider on tulle. Okay, so down here somewhere, wait, did I miss it?
Oh, you had to reboot, remember? So go hit the new lineup.
Oh yeah, okay, you're right. I did have to reboot. Okay, and new lineup. There's the dress.
There you go, software. Whoop.
Oh, there I go past it again?
Yep. There you go.
Okay, there's software. Oh yes, it brings me all down. So this is what she's talking about, so you can have a visual, so you know what she's talking about. There's the BE4 wireless upgrade kit, and then you have the Power Pack 2, which is the cutting tools. And you know what's interesting, and this is why I was so excited to start this new sewing news show sponsored by Brother, because there's so many new things that come out. I try to stay on top of this. I attend the events to learn what's new, and I still can't wrap my head around it. It's like everybody has different specifics that they're really good at because that's what you use. And you fill in all the parts that I don't have time to learn all of this, and you're just a wealth of knowledge. So I so appreciate you sharing this. And I can see a ton of people on here saying, I love that. Caroline says, I love that. Everybody is loving all this information. So that's very cool. So go ahead.
The other thing that Brother came out with is that wireless upgrade kit. And the reason they are selling the upgrade kit is because it has a specific card that we need. Many of our machines can't read cards that are above 8 gigabytes. So that wireless upgrade kit, if you have multiple machines that you want to send wirelessly to from your BES4 software, that's the kit I would suggest.
Okay.
Because you're not going to have, ooh, I can't find that, my machine's shutting down, or I can't get it to read that card. And that is the one that Brother is supporting. So,
okay.
16 gigs don't work for everybody's machines. The 8 gigs will work for the machines that are listed that are wireless.
All right, 8 gigs. Hey, Reen's on here. Hi, Reen.
Hey, Reen.
She says she can't wait to get the BS4 upgrade. I'm with you on that one, by the way. I want that cutting tool power pack. That thing is amazing.
And the cool thing is you don't have to, if I don't want Power Pack 1, I don't have to buy it. If I don't want Power Pack 2, I don't have to buy it. We're letting things go out a la carte on that.
So it just depends like what you need or what you want to play with.
Yeah.
DIY to the end. Like I said, hey, Joanne, thanks for answering that lady's question, Angie's question for us. Some people are asking about the Macs, if they can download iBroidery to their Macs. Yes, you can.
Yes.
So, okay, I'm going to just go back up here for one. I don't want to, let's see. I don't want to lose the wrong file. I have a few more pictures here of yours. Okay, what is this?
It's a globe.
Okay, so I won't even tell you the joke about my life with the globe, but if I have family members on here right now, they're on the floor laughing. So we're not going to go there. I'll save that joke for maybe my birthday or something. But this is so cool.
It actually rotates. At B2B, we had a little airplane that we put on a wire and had it over the top of it so it was flying around.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
I missed that. Okay, that's very fun. Did you just do that with the ScanNcut then?
Yes, that was done with a ScanNcut with Power Pack 2.
Okay, so if my family's on here, I don't want to hear about this over Thanksgiving dinner because this was not my idea about the globe. Geography is not my best friend. We'll just go there, okay? Oh, is this your etched glass?
Yes.
Oh, I love this. Guys, you have to see this. Okay, so let me see if I can bring this up. So, oh, it keeps making them smaller. Sorry, making everybody dizzy. Hold on a second. It's one of these. This one maybe? There we go. Okay, let's bring this up solo. You tell I just have way too much fun, right? Okay, this is the coolest thing. When you told me you were doing this, I think the first time I heard you doing the etching glass, and yes, I said etching glass, was in St. Louis. Do you remember that, Cindy?
Yes.
Okay, this is so cool. So you have to walk us through this.
It's really an easy process. You basically cut out a stencil, and I cut it out of vinyl, adhesive vinyl, and you take out the letters that you want to etch. So you basically peel out the insides instead of and leave the outside on there, transfer the stencil onto it, and then use an etching product.
Okay, that's very cool. So what kind of etching product do you just, is there
I use Armor Etch.
Armor Etch?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do they just get that at the craft store or something?
They can get that at the craft store.
Okay. That's very cool.
I've gotten it at Michael's. I've bought it off Amazon. There are some dealers that carry it. If you're going to if this is your thing and you're going to do a lot of it, you're going to end up doing sandblasting on it or something. It's not what I'm going to do every day, so that's not a tool I've invested in. The etching cream works great. I call these it takes you about 5 minutes to do it. I let it sit for about 15. I actually let it sit for longer than it tells you to.
Oh my gosh, this is so cool. This is my favorite. I love what you with the greenery behind it too. You do such a great job on your photos.
I can't take credit for those.
Okay, so what's this? Is this just a screenshot of?
That's a screenshot of that Echo quilting off the back.
Yeah. Okay, so let's just see what that looked like. Oh yeah. Okay, I see that. Spacing. Did you change?
You can tell we didn't organize these today.
Oh, I know. Well, they were organized, but my computer did an update right before we launched. That, you know how that, you got to love the Windows update. That's very cool. So that was with that basket in case you guys missed that. Okay. And I think, oh, here. Oh, these are so cute.
So those are done. The cool thing about the cutting tools is that every tool that I can use with my embroidery design, pretty much I can use with artwork. So arrange on a circle is what I did with that. The butterflies are some of the built-in artwork. I pulled them up, I arranged them on a circle, and then I stuck a true type font in the middle of it. Okay,
so I just have to ask, how many of you saw that those are butterflies? Or did you see a flower, which is what I saw? Now I see the butterflies. Those are so cool, Cindy. So now, by the way, I know that the holidays are just like 2 months off. And I know when I say that word, people freak out because we're supposed to be prepping for our gifts and things. But this would make a good housewarming gift. I mean, this would make a good gift for anything. A shower, a good friend, anything. A good friend. Hint, hint, Cindy. I don't see an A on there or a W.
Yeah. I'll have to work on that.
In your free time, right? Okay, that is very cute though. So you did all that on the ScanNcut.
Yes, and the BES allowed me to arrange it that way, but then it gave me the layering alignment because there's multiple layers of vinyl there.
Okay.
But every color is its own layer. It will separate those layers out for me, and it will put alignment marks so I can match them all back together.
Wow, that's amazing. Okay, let's see what else. We got a few more on here, and then I won't keep you too much longer because I got one more tutorial I want you to explain. Okay. Oh, here's that one that was, yeah, you're right. These aren't in any particular order. This is that same one you showed earlier with.
Yes. So the box has adhesive vinyl. The bag has heat transfer vinyl, and then we've converted the thing in the hoop there to embroidery.
Oh my gosh, that's
same
so
thing.
Fun.
3 different ways.
And I can definitely see, I'm going to make it larger in one section here without making anybody seasick, right? Now in this darker color, you can definitely see that sewing machine inside the Brother Sewing. Even more so than on the clear. That's very cool. You're so creative, Cindy. These are very fun.
And I think that's all of them. Oh, no, there's other stuff.
One more.
That's okay. That's really the majority of it. You could do rhinestones, and I think that one shows the rhinestones. Yeah.
Oh, I've done the rhinestones.
Spiral text.
There's rhinestones right there on the pink, isn't it?
Yeah. No, the pink that's
Oh, that's vinyl.
Vinyl. Scroll up to the butterfly, the dragonfly.
Is that cork right here?
Yep.
Oh, that's so cute. I'm actually making my own boards for my walls with cork.
There, the dragonflies are in the
oh yeah, those have vinyl. That's very cute. Oh my gosh, this is adorable. Did you just buy like a bunch of picture frames?
I bought a single picture. That's all one.
Really? And then you could just fill it with those fun things. That is so Pinterest-y, which I love.
The goal there was to show the different things that were in the software.
Okay, that's very cool. All right, I'm bringing this down. I want to just, before we're finished with our show here, let's just take a quick minute for a couple of questions, and then I'm going to bring you up for your last little, if you don't mind. Not to put you on the spot, right?
Okay.
Okay, Rhonda says, I have cut fabric without an iron-on backing, but using, people were asking, okay, thanks for that, Rhonda. I saw a whole bunch of questions on here. Can you cut fabric without a specific backing on the ScanNcut? So we're not really talking a lot about the ScanNcut today, except for the fact that now it has the auto blade. Have you tried cutting fabric with this?
With the auto blade, it's awesome.
I just tried it, and it was like, it's a no-brainer. I mean, it's auto. I don't even have to have my cheaters on for that one to figure out what number my little dial's going on.
Yeah.
So do you spray your fabric with anything? Do you prep your fabric, or do you just cut it and go?
I do spray my fabric. I use Sullivan's spray stabilizer.
Okay.
I think or Sullivan's fabric stabilizer. Because I can spray it on one side, flip it over, spray it on the other side, give it a second, and press it. That gives it enough to where when I pull it off the mat that it doesn't shred.
Okay.
It depends on your tolerance for fray. There are other products. That one meets my tolerance for time because I'm usually in a hurry. Material Magic I use if I want a crisp clean edge and nothing happening to it.
Right.
So it will not, there's no fray on Material Magic. Without anything, unless it's like a batik, it's going to have some fray because the fabric's going to stick to the mat. Right.
And that's just the facts. It depends though. I mean, I've cut some suede that didn't have fraying. I mean, it depends on the fabric you're cutting.
Depends on the fabric.
If we're talking about in general cotton, then you could have issues. So that,
You can iron it between freezer paper. There's many things that you can do. I just prefer the Sullivan's. I think it's quick and easy.
So that should answer this question here. Can ScanNcut cut fabric without stabilizer? Yes, but it also depends on the fabric you have. You really should test it anyways.
Yeah.
Okay, Marion wants to know the name of Cindy's book. It is Digitizing So Easy Next, but this is the one I have. She has a whole bunch of books, and her website is cynthiasembroidery.com, which I'll type in a second.
Every version. Right? There's one for the whatever version they have.
There's one for each version, right?
Yep. Except for 11.
Okay, so here's a question for you. I'll type in her email address for you guys too. Kathy wants to know, she has the BES4 Dream Edition that she just purchased. Do you still need the power packs?
You don't need anything. You may want the pack. You may want the power pack. It depends on what you're going to do. The BES4 Dream Edition is the base software. The power packs are add-ons. You don't have to have them, but they are very fun.
Okay, so you don't have to have them. It's the need and the want, kind of like that press that I want, that the want is up here and the need is down here. It just depends how close they get to each other.
There you go.
Right?
Yes.
Okay, Judy Romano says, hi Judy, by the way. She says she met you a few years back at Virginia Beach. Yes.
Yes.
We were all at that show together. So fun seeing everybody on here. Okay, so here, I don't know if you'll know this offhand, but I'll bring this up. If you don't, Cindy, no problem. But do you know what software would work with an Innovis 1500D?
Any of the brother softwares will. Depends on what she wants to do. The BES software will work with it. Initial Stitch, 1500. No, don't do Initial Stitch. Simply Applique, BES4, P Design. Okay.
So there you go, Mary. There's some options. And you know that Brother has where you can call in and ask questions too on their customer service. So, or go to a dealer. If you go to a dealer, they'll tell you, yes, it works, or yes, it won't work. Or now the need and the want might change a little bit, but it's what you need and what you want, right?
It's a price point thing, what you're planning on doing.
Right. I agree. Okay, so we've got a lot of, they love what you're showing. Marty says she loves it. Liz says cute. Breen says, I love that cup, Cindy. Make me.
I believe she got one.
Oh, yes, she said, made me one. Yep, I missed that part. Not make, made. Past tense. Hey, so Reen, by the way, for those of you that don't know, Reen Wilcoxon from Embroidery Garden, she will be at the Houston Quilt Fest as well. And I saw she has a ton of events coming up, which I might as well bring this up. And in case you guys didn't see, Joanne Benko was on here. You've seen her with It's So Easy. She teaches in a lot of places as well. Here, if you go to the Brother Sews Facebook page, so if you go to brothersews.com and then click on their Facebook page, which is Brother Sews, there's something on here called events. So right here, right at the top. So this is the top of the page, and you scroll down and you see this upcoming events. There is a list of events for as long as you can see. And so you can search your area. I know there's so many people that want to learn how to use the Luminaire. In fact, my friends at sewingmachine.com, Dana sent me a message this morning and said that they're going to share the Facebook, this show. And she said, by the way, we're having a couple events. And so she listed them. If I lived in Atlanta, I would be there. One was the Ladies' Day, which sounded so much fun. That's Friday, October 19th and 20th. And then they had another event where they're teaching the Luminaire. So here's a whole list of events that you could go to if you want to learn more. Thread painting, you name it. There's past events, new events. I'm not going to go through all those right now because there's a gazillion of them, but just so you know where they are, they're on the Facebook page. All right, so Cindy, before I let you go, you have to just talk us through this one blog post of hers that when she did this, well, when you did this, you and I were chatting on the phone and you're like, I think I just finished the cutest thing ever. Wasn't I with you when you bought these little guys? Didn't you? Where did you buy those little stuffed animals at?
TJ Maxx.
Yeah, we were in, oh gosh, I cannot remember where we were, but I think I was with you when you bought those. And I'm like, what are you going to do with those?
And I probably had no clue as to what I was going to do with those at that time.
All right, so I'm going to bring this bigger, and I see a ton more questions, so please don't think we're ignoring you. I'm just I'm going to scroll through here to this because I know Cindy has to run here. All right, so let me bring this up big. This is on the Brother Stitching Social blog, so it's free to learn how to do. You did this with PE Design, correct?
Now, well, you can, but I did that one with BES4.
With BES4. Okay, walk us through it. You don't have to you don't have to talk the whole blog, but I have to tell you, this is the cutest thing ever. And by the way, my new little twin nieces that are like 3 months old would love this. And so what I loved about this, and you guys leave a comment about this or give us an emoji. How many times have you wanted to embroider on something fluffy, an awesome blanket, or anything like this? I'm thinking towels. I mean, there's so many different things. I've seen Rhonda Seacrest do this before. I've seen Reen do this before. You've done this, Cindy. Joanne, I've watched this and I just love it. How do you get that matting around the letter? So it's basically like a reverse applique. Is that kind of what you would say?
Pretty much so. It's what I did was I used the nap control. In the Power Pack, I used nap control and basically removed overlaps. I set a letter on top of it. There were a couple of steps in there, but basically I put a letter on top of it, put nap control around it in a circle, and removed overlaps and deleted the original, deleted the letter, so that it basically lets the fabric fluff up.
That is so cute. So if you guys go to the Brother Sews, the Stitching Social blog, which you could do this, it's free. And we all love free stuff. I like the way that on their blogs they always post, and you did this, where it tells you what she's using. There's links to all of it, what stabilizer, so there's no questions of how this works. And you did this in a 4x4 hoop, meaning it could be done pretty much on anything.
Any machine.
Any machine. Did you hear that? Okay, so I'm just going to scroll down here. And you can go do this yourself. I'm not going to go through the whole tutorial, but she shows you exactly what she clicks on. I mean, so if you want a really easy tutorial, this is such a great way to do this. And all of the things on the blog from everybody that's on here does such a great job piecing all of these things out. Okay, there we go. All the way down. So she tells you exactly what to click on. Oh, I like, that's the letter you picked?
Yeah.
That's cool. Puts it in place. Can you see this on your screen, Cindy?
Yes.
Okay.
So I basically converted the M to a decorative fill with Power Pack 1.
Okay.
And then the next step is to remove the overlap.
Okay.
And then you delete that letter, the decorative fill.
That's very cool. So you just do the outside and then the inside, and scroll down to the last picture here. Oh yeah, sticky back. Love that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Is that wash away?
Yeah, that's a sticky wash away. So it's a really soft texture.
Okay, so if I would have actually read that at the top, I wouldn't have had to ask you, but I was scrolling too fast. Okay, then you place it onto the blanket or towel or whatever. Yep. I see you actually measured yours. I usually just stick it. You're so proper.
I didn't actually measure. I just made sure I was at the right angle.
Which was good. It's like perfectly centered on that corner. Okay. And you just tape that into place like the marker?
Yes. Medical paper tape.
Medical paper tape. Yes, that's the one. I think the last few events you and I and Joanne were at, we bought out Walgreens from that stuff. Thread. Okay. Oh, and then is that just a water topper?
Yes. And a basting stitch.
Basting stitch. Okay, that is so cute. You just stitch and then rinse it off, and there you go. Okay, Cindy, that is one of the cutest things ever. When I saw that, I was like, okay, we have to end with that, because if we start with that, I'll never get on to anything else. That's very cool. Okay, so some people are asking, what is the blog? Let me just see here. I can scroll this up. Sorry, guys. What is the website? Okay, first off, here's Cindy's website, cynthiasembroidery.com. And When you're sharing your photos, by the way, Cindy and I are both brand ambassadors for Brother. So you can do hashtag Brother Sews, add hashtag Angela Wolf. Cindy, what's your hashtag?
Hashtag Cindy Hogan.
There
Or
you go.
Cynthia's Embroidery.
Cynthia's Embroidery, because then we can see what you're working on and then we can share it. So these are like a couple things. So there's a couple more. All right. I just have a couple more questions for you and then we'll let you guys go. I hope you've enjoyed the show today. This was so informational, even for myself, that I work with a lot of this stuff all the time. It's so fun to see the inspiration from other people, and you with the software is just, it's amazing. So everybody's saying this project highlights one of Cindy's special tricks. Oh, hey, Joanne. Yes. We have gone to a lot of events together and we all share what we're doing. And I would have to say that is so true. So fun. You have a whole bunch of people on here saying super cute. Those are adorable fluffy letters letters from Sally. That's very cute. So true. And Jill says it's precious. I saw somebody on here say those are the best, that I need to make these for the twins. Joanne says nap control in the BES software gives you an embossed design in seconds. I love that. All right. Well, hey, Cindy. There are a ton of questions on here. I first off want to thank you for your time today. And we'll go back through, and if I see links and things like that that I need to send everyone so they can find you and what you're doing, okay, I will do that. If you guys want to remember, I will just put this on here. Let's see. I will put notes on my blog tomorrow for this. There you go. AngelaWolf.com. That will be, this video will be on there for replay along with some notes. You can also, if you want to watch this video again later, be sure to click the share button and share it to your page, send it to a friend. And I think that this is going to be a really cool, I think you're going to get like a ton of hearts when I say we should just have Cindy, we should have a Cindy show from now to Christmas because your gifts are so inspiring. I love it. So, but she can't do that because she's moving. All right, and I think we should add Joanne and Reen in there too. Yes. We'll have to come up with something fabulous for Christmas, for the holidays, for everything coming up that we're trying to fix stuff, and I'll design you all clothes. So anyways, give us the hearts. Tell us what you think of the show. This is going to be the new Sewing News show that is going to be bi-monthly, where we tell you what's going on, some of the new Brother products. We thank Brother for their sponsorship, and Cindy and I are brand ambassadors. So I think that covers that nut right there. Yeah. So leave your comments. We'll come back and check these later. You can get all the notes for the show tomorrow on the blog. And the next show, you hear my stomach growling? I will see you tomorrow. Behind the Scenes is celebrating its 100th episode. Cindy, did you know that? 100.
No, I did not.
Down there many times. So my husband said, well, what are you doing for the 100th episode? Well, first off, we won the show. I say we because it's everybody that watches the show. We won Best Lifestyle Show yesterday on the Be Live TV Awards. I was watching the awards. It was a couple hours long while I was working. And I had just finished working out. And I'm thinking, they invited a lot of people on. So I'm thinking, well, I obviously didn't win. So I'm just working away. And they announced Angela Wolf. And I was like, oh my gosh. And then I thought, oh my gosh, if they ask me to go live, I am deleting. I am not here. So it's more fun to be here with you, Cindy. So Cindy, if you have any ideas for tomorrow's 100th show, let me know.
All right. And congratulations on the Be Live.
Oh, thanks. You were on the show many times. So thank you, by the way. All right, guys. So Cindy, love you to death. Thank you for being here. We're going to look forward to having you back in November. I will post a schedule for Laura Pfeiffer is next, who is one of the brand ambassadors for Brother. She does a lot of upcycle projects. You've seen her things. We're going to have a lot of fun with that. And we'll have Cindy back. And next time we're talking ScanNcut. Am I right?
Yes, you are right.
All right. Well, I hope you get moved into your house. Everybody's saying goodbye. Love you. Love you. Linda says, love the show. Thank you. Mary Flynn, of course you won. Well, that's because you guys voted. You know, we did beat some big people out there, like a big cruise ship and Trucks Gone Wild and, you know, a few things like that. The Wolf Pack, you know, they could be a crazy bunch here. Everybody's saying woohoo. They're loving what you did, by the way. Angie says, love it. I haven't bought an embroidery machine, so excited and overwhelmed. Angie, it is overwhelming, but just start simple. Right, Cindy?
Yes.
Okay, for the last closing statements, I will be quiet and let you take the last word. Cindy, what would you say is for somebody looking for a machine for embroidery, they want to get involved? I remember before I started embroidering, it was so overwhelming. I went to sewing expos, and of course there they've got deals of the centuries, and there's all these machines, and you're like, I don't know what size hoop, or this one only comes with 2 hoops, or now they come up where I can embroider like huge. What would you just, for the last closing note, advise to anyone that wants to start embroidering?
For me, I outgrew my first one in 6 months. So my regret was actually it didn't even take 6 months.
Did you hear that? By the way, in case you missed that, she outgrew, and she's not talking about her shoes. She outgrew her first embroidery machine in 6 months. And that is because, why?
Hoop size. So get a hoop size that you think you can live with for a while. A 4x4, you're generally going to outgrow within the first 3 months if you like it. So a 5x7 is a good compromise because we use a 5x7 hoop a whole lot.
Okay.
And that doesn't mean you still can't use a 4x4, but at least that will get you through maybe a year and a half, and you can still keep it or you can sell it. That's a very sellable product in the aftermarket. So if you buy one and you decide I really like it and you want more bells and whistles, then that's a good way to proceed from there. If this is your one and only machine, then go for whatever you can get, the biggest hoop size you can get. If you're not willing to test the waters and then go forward.
Okay, so if you missed that part, she said go for the biggest hoop size. And when I was looking originally, that was one of the things where they had just the standalone, the little ones. I had purchased one, and it was not a Brother, it was a different brand. And it was maybe $400, and I did not take it out of the box for 3 years. Took it out of the box, started embroidering. It wouldn't fit any of my designs, and of course I couldn't return it. So that was like a big mistake. So just don't be afraid either. But I think the hoop size, that's probably the biggest thing there.
We all get hoop envy, and it's
hoop. Did you just say hoop envy?
I did. Because that lady sitting next to you in the class has a hoop that's bigger than yours. And so she can make that project bigger. She can do that in the hoop project at the biggest size ever. And you're like, mine only does a 5x7 or a 4x4. The 4x4 is very limiting. 5x7, you can survive for quite a while with that. And you'll use it late. I mean, it's a great second machine to have, and you won't have invested your life savings on something until you're ready to go. But from there, get the most machine that you can afford, because you will regret it if you don't.
Exactly. Rhonda just said, buy the machine with the biggest hoop. Isn't that, Reen has fabric. I love big hoops. I'm still working on my little project with that. Reen, I'm going to make a skirt out of that, except my husband said anybody who doesn't embroider might think that, not understand what the lingo is. So I don't know. Brian, if you're watching this from Brother, the hoop size, this is very important. So the 5x7 though, that can embroider just about everything, right?
There's a lot of the designs out there are 5x7 designs, because not everybody wants a jacket back.
Right.
So, I mean, it's a good versatile. Okay.
And then lastly, the last thing before we head, someone wants to know what your website is again. It is Cynthia's embroidery.com. And I will leave that, by the way. Somebody just wrote, sorry, squirrel. Hi, Cindy and Angela. Hi, Sandy.
Hi.
She has machine envy for the Luminaire.
There you go.
I love that. And Marty says, thanks. So it's Cynthia's Embroidery, and I will be including this in our on the notes. Go to angelawolf.com tomorrow, and it will be there. All right. So Cindy, thank you. Have a great day. Have fun moving, and we'll definitely see you again in a few months, or a few weeks, I should say. See you at Houston Quilt Fest.
Yes, for sure.
All of you. So leave a comment if you're going to be at Houston Quilt Fest, because we will be in that booth. You're going to be there the whole time. I'll be there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and we would love to see you.
I'll be there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I won't be there.
Right. Take photos. That's always fun, right? And and you can play on that new ScanNcut. There's nothing better than playing on all the best of the best machines, right? That's always my favorite. And then speaking of machine envy, that's kind of where you go, oh, Yeah. The good news is a lot of times if you bought something last year, you can turn it in, upgrade. You know, it's kind of like a car. Sometimes, but not the scan and cut. All right, Cindy, bye. Love you. Bye, everyone. Thanks for watching. Thank you, brother, for sponsoring this as a brand ambassador. This is really cool for us. So the Brother Sews News will be back in 2 weeks with Laura Pfeiffer. And Cindy, I hope you have a safe travels adventure to your new house. I think I will have to have her on to find out what she's painting over her wallpaper. All right, bye, you guys.